Oh, well, not to worry. Thanks very much.
10,000 quid's worth of CD players, 6,000 quid's worth of pocket tape recorders, 3,000 quid's worth of food mixers, all off-roaded in broad daylight, and nobody saw a damn thing?
No. Maybe they thought it was a car boot sale.
Are you sure?
Stock those arrived, Ted.
Oh, that's very nice of them.
Morning, Reg. How's the tricks, all right?
Oh, not too shabby, you can't very much. Here, what size are you?
Sorry, Reg, that's classified info, mate.
Get away.
Don't ask him the time of day, Reg. That's classified as well.
Now, come on, Dolly.
Yeah, when are you not going to do something about those jippos under the flyover?
Just as soon as the council sort themselves out, we're moving, Dolly.
Oh, yes. The day that bunch of Wallis sort themselves out is the day they open a Conservative club in the middle of Red Square.
Yeah, and with all this perestroika and the great finger going on, you can never tell, Dolly.
That's a load of old rubbish, Reg. You mark my words. Those Russians aren't to be trusted.
Thank you, Marion. OK, gentlemen, anything else before we move on?
I don't think so.
Right. Well, as I told you at the last meeting, we're well overdue for a visit from the Force Inspectorate team.
Oh, you've had confirmation of that now, sir?
Yes, 2 months from Monday. Commander Roy Godfrey.
Oh, good. Who's front runner, sir?
Chief Superintendent Braun and Chief Inspector Willis. They'll be doing a pre-inspection tour next week. So, gentlemen, you've been warned. I trust the I's are dotted and the T's crossed by way of procedure.
I think you'll find we're watertight, sir. I, for one, am confident that Commander Godfrey and his team will leave with smiles on their faces.
I'm glad to hear it, Derek. Andrew?
I'm sorry, sir, I don't share Mr. Conway's confidence.
I'm sorry to hear that.
When you marked our cards last week, sir, about a possible visit from the inspectorate, I preempted...
What is this?
I've mentioned this to you, sir. It's a report I've compiled over the last week highlighting areas where, in my opinion, we are not operating according to the laid-down procedure.
And you've put all this down on paper?
There are only 3 copies, all of which are in this room.
Well, at least I can be thankful for that. Oh, no!
Oh, yes. There you go. Every single penny.
£27.87, an Irish shilling and 25 pesetas. The children's Christmas party bottle. You sticky-fingered little git.
I've contacted the governor of the pub, Sarge. You said he'd pop in later.
Good. Right, I've got a nice cold cell ready and waiting for you, Peter.
I didn't actually steal the bottle, Sergeant. I found it where he nicked me.
Yeah, and I'll be the next pope. Right. Sign there and there, please.
Please, Sergeant, don't bang me up.
Let me show you to your room.
All right, move it, sunshine. Come on.
I've got some information. I want to see someone from CID. You must believe me, I've got some info. Trust me.
Stop mucking about.
Someone from CID, I'm not lying.
I'm not listening.
Burnside, I want to see Mr. Burnside. This is genuine.
What do you reckon, Sarge?
Are you out there? I can do you some good.
So, Mr. Kenning, you locked your vehicle, you went into the cafe, and you had your breakfast.
Yeah. Always have a bit of brekkie at that time.
You went into the cafe, you had your breakfast, and when you came out, your vehicle was gone.
Yes.
How long were you in the cafe, Mr. Kenning?
About 20 minutes.
Interview interrupted at 12:05. DC Dashwood leaving room.
So he's still playing Mr. Cool?
Yeah, he's a lot sharper than he looks, Gov. He's played this game before.
Yeah, well, we've played it a lot more often. So, wind him up and then stick him back on the street. Give him half an hour to get home, then find a reason to bring him back here.
That might do the trick. Could bring him back via the scenic route. Have a little chat.
Interviewing a suspect in the back of a police car, Michael? That's against procedure. I think I must be going deaf.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Ask me nicely, I might.
Sorry, sir?
What? Peter the Ponce. A lowlife. Should have been put down at birth.
I'll second that motion.
He claims to have information, sir.
That's standard patter, son.
You want to tell me something?
Derek, it's never a question of scoring points with Andrew. He's not that kind of animal.
It's a matter of professional courtesy. I would like to have had the chance to read and discuss his findings first.
There just wasn't time. And whatever you may think of his report, it does highlight one or two procedural problems at this station.
With all due respect, sir, there are bound to be one or two minor problems regarding procedure. We're constantly being subjected to rule and procedural changes almost on a daily basis.
If you're winding me up, I'll come looking for you.
It's genuine, Mr. Burnside. Believe me, I wouldn't lie to you.
Yeah, well, that would be very unwise. Because if you did, I'll put you away for a good long stretch, and I'll make sure you went down as a nonce case. Now, Git. Wait. If he so much as farts in public, lift him. Sir.
You're not telling me anything that I don't know already, Derek. The plain fact of the matter is that Andrew's report points out quite clearly that certain individuals in this station have got used to cutting corners on a regular basis. I don't need to tell you how habitual that becomes. It's soon taken as a matter of procedure.
No, sir. I'll study his report in more detail and come back to you.
Yes, you do that.
Sir?
Frank?
Something I said?
No, Frank. Nothing you said.
You blokes are on a wind-up.
Well, what can I say? We're awfully sorry, Mr. Kenning. But within 10 minutes of you leaving the station, we realised that you hadn't signed your statement. It's entirely our fault.
I'll sign it now, right here.
Sorry, Mr. Kenning. It's got to be done down at the Nick.
Yeah. I figured you'd say that.
How reliable is this info, Frank?
Well, how long's a piece of string, Gov? The thing is, I need a body on the streets. I got Roach and Dashwood up to their necks on one job. Greg's in court on a nonce case, and Carver, he's off on some psychological course.
Look, Frank, I've just had an ear bashing about cutting corners and bending the rules, and I'll mark your card here and now. Your name was mentioned more than once as chief offender.
Don't tell me. Munro, right?
Yes, he's waging a one-man war on station procedure. So, if you want young Quinnan on your team, I suggest you consult with Mr. Do-It-by-the-Book Munro first.
Oh, come off it, Gov. I ain't got time to ponce around. I mean, this was Quinnan's collar in the first place. Listen, I've got a feeling in my water about this one.
Yeah, so have I.
Now then, Mr. Kenning, me old pal, we're going to do you a favour.
Yeah? Tell me about it.
Mr. Kenning, we're not a couple of mugs. We know the SP.
You know sweet F.A., pal. Here. This isn't the way to the Nick.
Shortcut, Mr. Kenning, nothing to worry about.
You must think I'm a mug and all. You'll find I'm not.
Well. Back so soon, eh, pal?
Get stuffed.
Now, you're the one who's going to get stuffed. Well and truly. A word.
He didn't fall for it. He knows the score.
Too bloody right he does. His brief turned up 5 minutes ago.
Oh, great.
Yeah, well, it's no sweat. Just play it by the book and we'll have him.
Yes, I can help you.
Yeah, I'm Joe Timpson. I'm the governor down at the Green Man, Farker Street. Someone here phoned me earlier and asked me to call in.
Right, can you give me a few more details and the name of the officer concerned?
Yeah, apparently one of your blokes has collared the tow rag that nicked the charity bottle off my bar this morning.
Oh, right. I'll make some inquiries. I won't keep you a minute.
Right. You have exactly 2 minutes left to get me in to see my client. Do I make myself clear?
All right, Ackland. Leave this with me. Now.
Stop mucking about, Mr. Kenning. We know you're on the firm. It's only just a matter of time.
If you're sensible, we'll put in a good word for you. Life might go a little easier from now on.
Excuse me, a word?
Look, his brief's been waiting at least 10 minutes. When are you going to let her see her client?
You. You're a governor. Just the man I want to see. You might be very interested in this. They're trying to fit me up.
Now then, Mr. Kenning, me old pal. We're going to do you a favour.
Yeah? Tell me about it.
Mr. Kenning, we're not a couple of mugs. We know the SP.
You know sweet FA, pal. Here. This isn't the way to the nick.
And I told you I wasn't a mug. Remember? That was recorded in the back of their motor. Now, where's my brief?
All right, come on then.
Sir?
Do you want some of this or what?
Yeah, not many.
Well, get yourself out of that battle dress and be in my office in 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, and any plans for later, cancel them.
The situation at the moment, Mr. Timpson, is that we have managed to retrieve the cash. We were just waiting to see what you wanted to do about it.
Hold on a minute. Are you trying to tell me that you haven't nicked the tow rag for stealing that bottle?
No, we have arrested him, but it's not quite as simple as that.
What do you mean, not quite as simple as that? You either nicked him or you didn't. Look, the bloke who phoned me this morning was dead keen that I should come down here and press charges. I'm here now. That's exactly what I want to do, and I'll tell you something else. I'm not moving from here until I have.
What's the problem, Sergeant Peters?
I'll tell you what the problem is, my old mate. Your blokes seem to have mislaid my prisoner.
According to the punts, there's a lot of hooky gear going in and out of this warehouse. Right, Aladdin's cave.
So we just sit here and wait, yeah?
No, not we. You. Cop for that. And if anything happens, don't play the big hero. Get on to me. You don't talk to anyone else but me. Understand?
Yeah. Am I looking for anything specific?
No. Just anything iffy or out of the way. So, find yourself a nice cosy spot and have fun.
Right.
Cheer up, lads. Might never happen, eh?
Bog off, Hollis.
Here, look. How about you two guys buying a couple of Apple tickets, eh?
Reg, get lost.
I'll take you that as a no.
One of these days, I am going to smack that git.
You're both wanted, I'm afraid. Chief Super's office.
As I've always said, whenever it hits the fan, Burnside is never there for the fallout.
That's why he's a DI. Thanks, Kathy.
Sarge, can you take this one? It's urgent. It's Mrs. Spencer again from Claremont Road. Do you think you can take it?
Sue, can you do me a favour and try and raise Frank Burnside for me?
Yeah, no problem.
DI Burnside from Sierra Oscar.
Transit
Are you
vans.
receiving, over?
Cheers, man. All right, thanks. Yeah, Burnside.
Message from Marshall, sir. Please contact on landline.
Burnside, understood.
Go.
Got to get hold of the ponce a bit rapid.
Oh, why, sir?
Got to give him back to the system. Look, where can we find him?
Well, this time of the day, you'll probably find him hanging around the amusement arcade. It's a bit out of order, though,
But
sir.
what do you care? I can only play with the cards I'm dealt with. The landlord of the boozer wants to press charges. End of story.
Well, what about this gaff?
I know. What wouldn't I give to have a butcher's in there?
Search warrant?
Nah. No magistrate would issue a warrant on the strength of a bubble up from a lowlife. We've got to think on our feet. Any ideas?
Well, I could go in and say I'm looking for a job or something.
You smell gas?
No.
What do you reckon the chances are of them having bust a gas line?
Yeah.
You better go and let them know. Think you can handle that?
Yeah, I reckon so, yeah.
Well, off you go. See what you can find out.
This is all a bit off the record, is it, Gov?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, if we did everything by the book, we'd never get the job done. If you can't handle it...
Oh, no, I can handle it.
I just wanted to know the score, that's all.
You're an experienced enough officer to know the golden rule. You never put anything down on paper unless you have to.
It was on unheaded paper, unsigned, and there are only 3 copies, 2 of which have already gone through the shredder, and this one will quickly follow.
Look, Andrew, it's going to take me some time to forget about this. Oh, by the way, Inspector Burnside requested the use of one of your men for a couple of hours.
Oh, did he now?
I've just said. I didn't think you'd have any objections, so I gave him young Quinnan. Good experience for him.
This job wouldn't have anything to do with information received, would it?
Yes, it would, as it happens. You know something I don't, Andrew?
Only that the DI got a prisoner released in return for that information.
It's not the first time he's done it. I don't suppose it'll be the last.
Oh, but it will be, sir.
Now, look, there are times when...
The original arrest was uniform, sir. Burnside kicked the man back out onto the street without charge, and in doing so could have dropped one of our own people right in it.
Who?
Alec Peters. Inspector Burnside is the Grand Master at using people to break and bend the rules to suit himself. He can do it with his own people, but not with mine.
I think you're being a little hard on the man, Andrew.
Perhaps I am, but as we speak, 2 of his own officers are under investigation for interrogating a suspect in the rear of a CID car. No prizes for guessing who instigated that one.
Come on, son. Move yourself.
No, I don't think you'll need to evacuate the premises. But you haven't got any naked flames, have you?
No, we haven't.
Good. Excuse me, mate, you put that fag out, please.
Do what?
Cheers. So, what kind of business do you run here, then, eh?
What's that got to do with you?
Well, you know, just in case.
Bit casual, ain't you?
Do you mind if I just take a look up there?
Hang on a mo. I thought I smelt old Bill.
Quinnan? Burnside to Quinnan.
Quinnan from Burnside.
Come on! He won't be alone! Quick! Have a get around for him! I'll take them back! Burnside!
Sierra Oscar from Burnside, over.
Gordon Bennett.
For the sports news, that's next after this.
Hello, Dave. How you doing?
Yeah, all right, sir. Just a bit sore, that's all.
Well, that's all right then. Play your cards right, you get 10 days off with full pay. Can't be bad, can it? See ya.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Gov. Got some good news and some not so good news.
Soccer.
Yeah, we've got a half a dozen sets of prints from the factory and 3 near-perfect ones from the abandoned van.
Perfect match. Computer is spitting out names as we speak.
And the not-so-good news?
Can't match one set of prints to the driver, Kenning.
We always knew he was dirty, but...
Yeah, well...
CID, DS Roach. Yes, sir, he's here. It's Inspector Monroe for you.
Hello, Inspector. What can I do for you? So, what's wrong with your office? Is this going to take long? Because me and mine have got some villains to lift.
This is not going to take long. Just want a quiet little word in your shell, like, in private.
Learning the lingo, eh?
There is nothing I can learn from you, Burnside. Not a thing.
Yeah, well, let's try a little cooperation, Andrew. Tell me what you feel you got to say, and then let me get on with my work.
You are a user and an abuser. You don't give a toss about anyone else's situation, just so long as you come out of it covered in results.
Ah, don't be a Burke.
You had a spawny result and you know it. And before you go swaggering round here playing Jack the Lad, you stop and think what the consequences could have been for my people had it all gone pear-shaped on you.
I don't believe you. I mean, we've all had a result. We've recovered over 50 grand's worth of stolen gear.
The result is not the issue here, and you know it. First, you dropped Alec Peters right in it, and then you proceed to use another of my people to gain illegal entry into a suspect premises where he ends up on the wrong end of a kicking.
The boy's all right. I've just spoken to him.
Yes, but no thanks to you. Oh, you were sat outside in a nice warm car. Some flyer that was, eh?
You listen to me.
No, you listen to me, mister. I don't give a fig what you do with your own people. But if you ever set up my blokes again, I will come after you like a bat out of hell. I'll have your head on a pike. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah. I think you've made your point, Andrew. So if you've quite finished, I'll get back to work.
Good. We should chat like this more often.
Oh, I'm sure we will, Andrew. I'm sure we will.
Just one last thing, Frank.
I hope you're not going to start pushing your luck.
Just to let you know that you didn't win all the points on this one.
Been recording our little chat, have you?
No, I took this from the stolen batch recovered from that unit yesterday.
Against regulations. Smack legs.
Made under special licence. For export only. Can't purchase them in the UK.
Well, that is a riveting piece of info, Andrew, and I'm sure somebody's...
Your suspect truck driver, Quinnan, used one of these, identical to this, to record a certain conversation in the back of a CID car.
You jest.
I think you'll find your Mr. Quinnan has some explaining to do, don't you?
You could be right. Thank you, Andrew. Nice one.
Yes. Yes, I thought so too.